Namaste, I'm Kirsty from Down to Earth Yoga and Massage, and we're going to be doing the Sunday Slowdown. So although it's a slow down, we will be a little bit active, and then at the end it'll slow down and I will lead you into a nice Shavasana, so the relaxation at the end. But we will create a little bit of heat to start with. You might not need big jumpers like I do, but have whatever you want. You can wear your pajamas. Try and have bare feet unless you've got those little yoga socks that have got grips, just to save you slipping about. But if you don't have a yoga mat, just using something that's not going to move about, or just the floor itself, the carpet's fine. So we're going to start in comfortable pose, Sukhasana, half lotus, full lotus. You can go on your knees, you could stretch the legs out, put your back against the wall, and just take a few rolls of the shoulders. So just releasing this week. So whatever you've brought to your mat, just trying to let it pass. And then we're just going to rest our hands in our heart center and see if we can just allow the mind to clear. So clearing anything that's going on, any lists, anything that's happened this week, any preconceived ideas about the class, letting everything go. And then taking a big inhale breath, exhale out. Do that another 2 times. And then just trying to tell the body to relax. So relaxing all the joints, the bones, the muscles, the skin. And taking a second to think this evening what we're grateful for. So just one thing that springs to mind, a person, a thing, a place. What are we grateful for? Then we're going to bring our thumbs to the third eye, and we're going to dedicate our practice this evening to someone else. So someone in your life that you know that maybe needs a little bit of extra energy, a little bit of prana. Maybe they're unwell, stressed or anxious. Just thinking of someone else, seeing their face, sending them this energy, this love, this prana. And then we're going to reach for the sky all the way up, looking up to the sky, and then we're going to twist around to the right. So a big squeeze as you look over the shoulder, and you might not be able to get that far around to start with. And if you're pregnant, try not to twist too much. And then a big inhale, reach up, look up, and then exhale round to the left. Inhale, rising the arms up. We're going to reach them out to the side, so keeping the biceps and triceps active. And then you're going to twist again to the right. Rotate back to centre and then round to the left. Coming back, reach for the sky once again. Exhale, you're going to fold over onto your hands and knees. So we're going to try to work a little bit into the core to get the fire burning, the agni, the fire in the belly. So we're going to remove any props that we have. We're going to come down to our hands and knees. We're going to get the toenails glued to the earth, spread the fingers, push the earth away. We're going to round through the spine with our cat-cow. So you might have done this lots of times. You might find this posture really boring, but it is to warm up and lubricate the spine. So maybe one to do is you get out of bed in the morning to prepare you for your day. And if you are working from home and you just get out of bed and sit straight in front of your computer with your pajamas on, not even bothering to get dressed. I've seen people. So what you can do is you can maybe do a little 5 minutes release and let go. So round, round, round. Maybe you start to get a little bit deeper and then all the way. So from your cow position and then your cat position. And then just do a little bit of a mad cow, crazy cat. So anything that feels nice. Tucking the chin maybe more, maybe moving the head, getting into the body more. Maybe starting to rotate the wrists if you've enjoyed this over the weeks. Getting to work into those joints. Maybe you flip the hands with the middle finger towards the knees and take a little bit of rock. Maybe you tuck the toes and get into those bones and joints. So coming back to our neutral position, tuck the toes underneath, gaze to the belly button. You're going to hover here, so taking those knees off the earth, push the earth away, hold, hold, hold. Exhale down. So we're going to do that another 2 times. This is our bear pose. You're starting to feel that fire in the belly. So gaze towards that belly button region as you lift. Hover. Exhale down. Inhale, rise up again. Maybe you hold the breath here. Hold, hold, hold. Exhale down. Then we're going to start to rise to downward facing dog. So rising up, taking some movement if you wish, if you need to get that body nice and warm, or some people like to just stay still. So you can see my heels just now are not touching the ground. I've got a nice softness in the knees. If your hamstrings are tight also, the backs of the legs, keep this bend in the knees. So you're trying to see belly button, knees or big toes. And then you're going to take your little walk to the front of the mat. Keep the body dangling down, but draw in the lower belly. So draping down, letting that head be heavy. Backs of the legs releasing. And then you're going to take a little halfway lift. So look towards your nose tip with nice straightish legs. And then exhale, bring the hands flat to the floor. We're going to keep the right hand flat to the floor. Bring the left hand to the back and take a little twist to the side. And then rotate down. Left hand down, right hand, and look round. You're going to come back and you're going to stroke the legs. So slowly, slowly rising up. Roll the shoulders back. We're going to stand in mountain pose Tadasana. So at the top of your mat, or I said the other week, if you're quite short like me, you don't have to be as far up the mat. But if you are really tall, unless you've got an extra long mat, staying up quite far. So if you know that your hips are quite tight, keeping the feet apart, or if you are pregnant, I didn't touch my belly, I'm not pregnant. So keeping the hips apart, don't want to scare anyone. So we're going to come through our sun salutation. So shoulders back and down. So draw in this lower belly. Take a big inhale, rise the arms up to the sky. Exhale the hands flat to the floor if you can, gaze to the knees. Halfway lift, looking forward. Bringing the hands down, you're going to just step back into plank. So this is our work in the core. Push the earth away here. Drop the knees. You can bend the elbows and coming down slowly. And then you're going to take a back bend of your choice. Exhale, you're going to pull back to downward facing dog. Just check your feet. So if you gaze back, check you can see your feet and not the heels. If you can see the heels, you need to pull them out. And stay for another 3 breaths. So again, you can have that softness in the knees. Push the back nice and flat up to the sky. Taking that last breath. And gazing towards the hand. You can walk, step, hop or jump to the front. Taking a little halfway lift. Exhale the hands to the earth. Inhale, rise up. Exhale to the heart. So we're warming up a little bit more now. So inhale, rise the arms up. Exhale, the hands come down. Inhale, halfway lift. Right leg stepping back, knee down, relax the toe. Taking the hands onto the left thigh, sinking a little bit deeper, gazing upwards towards the sort of Pinocchio nose straight up. Hold here. Inhale, rise the arms up. Exhale, you're going to take it back to a box shape or tabletop. Then with the right leg, stretch it out. Keep the left hand down. We're going to open up into a variation of side plank. So looking up to the thumb or straight ahead, yogi's choice. Rotate round. So you can keep your knees on the earth, or if you're up for it, you can come back to plank. Push the earth away, bum tight. Inhale, exhale down, so knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, rising into your back bend. Exhale, flipping the toes back to downward dog. Stay here for your breaths. And then look to the front, so your step, hop, walk, however you want. Halfway lift. Exhale, hands flat to the floor. Inhale, rise up. Exhale to the heart. Back to your mountain pose. Closing the eyes, shoulders back and down. Take a big inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, wash it down. Inhale, halfway lift. Left leg this time steps back. Drop the knee, relax the toes, bring the hands to the right thigh, sink a little bit deeper. So again, thinking of that Pinocchio nose, gazing towards that space. Inhale, arms rise up. We're going to take that little box position. So sliding it back to box. This time the left leg's going to extend out. Keep the right hand here, taking your little half side plank, looking up towards the thumb. Inhale. Exhale, taking the hand down. So either staying here or taking it to plank. So maybe you go to plank for a second and then take the knees down. Take a big inhale. You can slowly come down. Elbows are going to bend back. You're going to come slow, slow, slow. Take a back bend of your choice. Exhale, you're going to pull back to downward facing. So pushing the mat again, spread the fingers, spread the toes, gazing back. Looking to the front, step, hop, walk or jump to your hands, so however you want to get there. Halfway lift, exhale, hands flat to the floor. Inhale, rising up, exhale to the heart. Standing back in mountain pose, Tadasana. We're going to take chair pose. So your choice with the feet together or apart, reaching the arms to the sky. So draw the shoulders back slightly. And then sink into that imaginary chair. Just check you can see your toes. And then bring that gaze back again to that Pinocchio nose. Hold here. Draw the lower belly in. Have this nice flat back. Inhale. Exhale, flush it out. Hands to the earth, gaze to the knees. Halfway lift. Take the hands back and you're going to step into plank or half plank. Inhale fully. Exhale, coming down, whichever way works for you. Inhale to rise. Exhale to pull back to downward dog. So we're going to bring the right leg high to the sky. We're going to go knee to nose. We're going to rise it to the sky. We're going to bring it to the right elbow. Rise it to the sky. Bring it to the left elbow, rise it to the sky. Look to the front, bring it through to the hands. Drop the back knee once again, relax the toes. Rise up on the inhale, sink deeper on the exhale. Take a little twist to the right, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Try and see the back toe. And then inhale, rise the arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart. We're going to try to use the core to stand up, otherwise stay here. So you're going to tuck the back toe, going to focus on a spot, try to lift to high lunge. Then we're going to collapse the back foot, so you're just going to check your heels are in a line. We're going to reach the arms to the sky. Hold here and breathe. Strong back leg. Take another 2. And then you're going to bring the hands down to the earth. We're going to take that plank position again. So scooping back, holding in plank. You're going to bring the right hand under the face. You're going to rotate to take your side plank. So you can go back to that first expression. Inhale, exhale to plank. Take a big inhale again, exhale down. Inhale, rise. Exhale to child's pose for 5. So when you're using the child's pose, rest and breathe it out. Maybe you exhale with an open mouth. The arms can be active, passive. Just taking one more. So active the arms, activate them, stretch them forward. Start to tuck your chin slightly so you gaze to the belly button. Rise up to the sky. So here from our downward dog, we're going to bring that left leg to the sky. Knee to nose, curling in, rise it up. Bring it to the left elbow, rise it up. Bring it to the right, rise it up. Bring it through to the front. Drop that back knee, relax the toes. Rise up on the inhale. Sink deep on the exhale. Inhale fully. Twist to the left on the exhale. Try and see the toe. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Inhale, arms rise up. Exhale to the heart centre. So find your little focus point ahead. Make sure you're not screwing the little toes up at the front, and then you're going to tuck the back toe. Try and keep this strong, sturdy left thigh. Start to rise to your high lunge, and then you're going to collapse the heel so they line up. So the heels are the front, and then you're going to draw that right hip to the front for warrior 1. We're going to reach the arms up, find that focus point, take a big inhale breath. And then a big inhale. Exhale, we flush it out. You're going to take plank position. Hold in your plank. Take the left hand under the face. Rotate up to your left side plank. Hold and breathe. Exhale back to plank. Inhale fully. Exhale slowly down. Knees, chest, chin or chaturanga. Inhale to rise. Exhale to child's pose. Sink it back. Take another 3. Last one. Active arms, slowly start to rise your way up. And then from your downward dog, just look into the front. Again, step, hop, walk or jump to get to the front. Take your halfway lift and then exhale, hands flat, gaze to the knees. Inhale, rise up. Exhale to the heart. Standing in mountain pose, Tadasana. So we're going to come into pyramid pose. So keeping your feet flat to the floor, just step the left foot back. So roughly about maybe 3.5, 4 of your own feet. You want the heels to be in a line, and you sort of like you were walking on a tightrope. So you want this left hip to rotate to the front of the mat. We're wanting to switch on this belly, especially the section between the pubic area and that belly button, so this lower belly. So when we come forward, try to think of sort of scooping it in and up. So taking the hands, you're going to try to get your reverse prayer. So you might just be kissing fingertips together. Some of you might be able to push the fingertips, then the fingers, then the palms of the hands, and take it to the heart, the back of the heart, sorry. If not, fists can pump together, you can hold wrists, you can hold elbows. So take a big inhale to lengthen, straight legs. You're going to start to come down, so I like to gaze further away than my mat, draw the gaze down till I see my mat, and then I see the big toe. You're going to hold here. So draw in that lower belly. So this will protect the spine by drawing it in and up. Try to keep the thighs nice and strong. You might start to wiggle, so we need to use the fire, this Agni, to keep us sturdy, steady. And then a big inhale to rise our way up. You're going to step that left foot through to the front. Back to mountain pose, release the arms. If you need to release the wrists, so you take that. Then keep the left leg solid. Step back. So line up the heels once again. Rotate that right hip to face the front. Try for your arm position. So again, maybe that prayer, maybe your fists, your wrists. Strong, sturdy legs. Roll the shoulders back. Lengthen from the crown of the head. Inhale fully. Draw in that lower belly area as you come down slowly, slowly, slowly. Bringing the gaze along the earth until you get to that big toe. Take another two. Last one. Slowly, slowly rise up in one big breath. Bend the knee to soften, step forward, release and shake it out. So we're going to take a wide leg forward fold. So you're going to step or jump the feet apart. So wider than your pyramid pose. About 5 of your own feet this time. Slightly rotate the toes in. And we're going to bring our hands to our hips. We're just going to close our eyes and just notice what's going on in the body. If you suffer from low blood pressure or you're feeling a little bit dizzy tonight, maybe only go halfway or skip it out altogether. If you're feeling okay, take a big inhale breath, roll the shoulders back, and think of that lower belly again. Draw it in and up and lead in with the chest. See if you can come forward. So slow, slow, slow. Again with the gaze. So we have to find this drishti, a focus point. So mine's is about here on my mat. So you find a little point for your eyes. And then you can bring your hands down. So some of you might not be able to reach the earth. You might be on your fingertips or you might be staying up here just now. If you've managed to get your hands to the floor, remember we need to get a nice line. So we're trying to get the shoulders, elbows and wrists in the same line. One day we might have our fingers and toes in the same line, or if you're super flexible, your fingers might be at the back of the heels. You can take a little halfway lift, so looking forward. We're going to bring the elbows back as we draw the top of the head down to the earth, keeping the legs straight. So a nice stretch for the backs of the legs. And then taking a little halfway lift, so looking forward. We're just going to walk the right hand over towards the left leg, and then you're going to take that right arm, so left arm up to the sky. So you might hear a little creak. Pull the bum back, open it up. You're going to travel it down, walking over to the opposite side, catching the opposite arm to the leg, and a little twist to rotate. Bringing the hand down. You're going to take a little halfway lift and then exhale the hands to the hips. Inhale, rise up, strong thighs. And then just heel, toe and the legs back together. Roll the shoulders back and down. So we're going to take a little balance, and you need to activate everything here to get it nice and strong. And then we're going to come down and work a little bit onto the back as well. So we're going to take our tree pose, Vrksasana. So we're going to stand on our right leg, and you can hold the wall if you want. So we're going to start to either maybe have the foot, the lower leg, upper leg, or if any of you guys take half lotus, do so. So you don't want the knee to be facing the front. You want to see if you can open here and take your position. So wherever you can get to, you're going to roll the shoulders back. Half a prayer, full prayer, your choice. So remember, you don't have to go to the full picture perfect pose. You want to get the basics. So the basics are right leg standing strong and long. So this is like you were standing on mountain pose Tadasana. We're going to see if we can extend the arms out to the side like we're carrying water on our arms. So keeping them extending out. Maybe feeling that energy in the fingertips. Then you're going to see if you can reach them up to the sky. Maybe they reach into prayer above. And then exhale them to the heart. I'm going to do it again. So reaching the arms out like you're carrying on jugs of water. See if you can rise up and then exhale to the heart. Release that leg carefully. Give it a little shake to release. Roll the shoulders back. So left leg standing strong like we are just now. So it's not going to change from here. You're going to mirror what you have just done. So below the knee, above the knee, half lotus, half a prayer, full prayer, or hold the wall. So keeping yourself nice and tall. Try and find that belly breath, ujjayi, warm flowing breath. You're going to reach the arms out like you're carrying that water again. Rise it up to the sky, maybe get a prayer above the head. Exhale to the hands, heart center. Draw out, reach the arms. Rise up. Exhale to the heart. Slowly release the legs, shake it out to let it go. So we're going to come down to the earth into yogic squat, malasana. So we have been working on this quite a bit. If you know it's a no-no for your knees, come down safely, whichever way works for you. So feet nice and wide, hands at the heart centre, taking an inhale and starting to come down to the earth. So if you know that your heels aren't touching, feel free to put a little blanket underneath or just to sort of play about with them. So we're going to do a little bit of sort of crow crane prep. So you're not having to come into the full version, just to give you a little bit of play. So you're going to release the wrists one way, then the other. If you know that your wrists are sore, you might not want to even have the play. You might just want to stay here in malasana or take it to a seat into a diamond shape. If you're happy to have a little play about with your crow, your crane, you're just going to see if you can keep the knees, push them out. You're going to bring the hands down to the earth. So different teachers teach different methods. Some say straight ahead, some rotate in slightly. So you're just going to see what feels nice for your wrist. So remember, be your own teacher, your own guide. And then you're just going to see if you can maybe walk the feet in. Some people like to have the knees at the top of the triceps. Others like to sort of have the knees sort of hugging in more. So you can look and play about. This is all it is today, is just play. So you're not having to come into the full thing. So you're going to come up as far as you feel comfortable. Then maybe you're just going to take one foot off. So like when we were in that angry cat, you're sort of creating that position. You're gazing towards that Pinocchio nose, one toe, then the other. Maybe you start to work on both, but you don't have to. So just a little play. And then you're going to release. You're going to bring your knees down to the earth. And then you're going to just sit in your hero's pose. Roll the shoulders back. Taking a big inhale, rise to the sky. Exhale, round to the right. A little squeeze to release. Inhale, rise the arms up. Exhale, round to the left. Inhale, rise the arms up. We're going to come down onto our bellies. So if you do need a little blanket or anything for your hip bones, your pelvic bones, please put that underneath. If you are pregnant, don't lie on the belly. You can sort of miss this one out and just go through your cat-cow to help the spine. So So coming down to the earth. We're going to work on those muscles on the back. So you're going to bring your elbows just in front of your shoulders. Spread the fingers, relax the bum, take in Sphinx pose. So try and close the eyes, so feeling that little stretch in the lower back. See if you can start to clear the chatter of the mind. And then we're going to see if we can push into the hands and rise up a little more. So if that's too much, take the elbows back down. Slowly back down, slide the hands down. So tuck everything in nice and tight. You can create a little cobra's tail with the legs, the toenails to the earth. See if you can get the kneecaps to lift off the earth so the legs are active. Roll the shoulders back, lift the chest so you'll feel everything working, and then see if you can lift the hands. Exhale, hands down, chin kissing the earth. Do another 2 like that. So rise up, lift the hands, exhale down. 1 more. Lift, exhale down. So now we're going to scoop the arms beside us. So the arms are down by the thighs. You can either have the hands facing the earth, the sky, or towards the side of the body. So we're just going to see if we can lift the right leg. So lifting it a little, exhale it down, left leg a little, both legs. Mine doesn't go very far. And then we're going to see if we can lift the upper body. So you're going to keep the legs glued, roll the shoulders, lift up, look up to the sky, exhale down. So now the horrible one, lifting it all. So legs and upper body. Take a big inhale, lift, exhale down. So 2 more like that. Exhale down. Last one. Exhale down. So create a little pillow with your hands. Rest your ear. Big toes kiss. Heels open. Let it go. So slowly push the hands to the earth. Take another back bend of your choice to rise up. And then pull back to child's pose. Stretch the arms, keep them active. And then rise to your tabletop position. You're going to lift your feet off the earth. You're going to cross at the ankles. And then you're going to walk the hands back to the knees as you take your seat. So we're going to come into our boat pose, Navasana, to work on that belly again. So it's going to work into that lower belly, into the transverse abdominal muscles, and then we're going to work a little bit into the obliques, the side belly muscles. So see if you can find the sitting bones. So wiggle about, maybe move the flesh. Hands at the back of the knees. So you're just going to lean back, maybe just keep your toes on the earth. So this could be as far as you get today. You decide. If it feels good, leg up, then the other. If it feels okay, take the hands beside the knees. If you want your legs straight, you take that. Hold here. And then cross the legs, give yourself a little hug, a little squeeze. And then the second one. So the same again, maybe you take the legs higher or you maybe go lower. So if you know that it's too much, you stay down. So lean back. Toes to the earth, decide what you're doing, halfway with the knees, maybe extending the legs, maybe the arms, for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross your legs, give yourself a little hug, a little squeeze. So we're just going to walk the legs out, and we're going to have a little prayer position. And we're going to just twist to the right. So you're going to lean back. So just the toes kissing the earth. Or if you want to make it harder, you can stay in this position. So toes here. Take a little twist to the side and hold. Draw to the centre, twist to the left. Draw to the centre, twist to the right. Draw to the centre, twist to the left. Coming back, one more to the right. Back to centre, one more to the left. Back to centre. Give yourself a little hug, a little squeeze. And then we're going to come into a little twist just to release the spine. So you're going to extend the legs out. Make sure you've still got those sitting bones connecting. You're going to take the right leg, hug it in. You're going to see if it feels good to bring the foot over the left side. If it doesn't, take it back. If it feels okay, you're going to put your left hand down and you're going to scoop the left leg back. So if you're still falling over, you need to go back to that expression before. Then you need to try to get the sitting bones down to the earth, so wiggle about, lengthen from the crown of the head, and then you're going to twist, so you're going to walk your way around, so you can bring the back hand, the right hand to the earth, you can squeeze here, you might want to take the hand off if the core feels strong, and take a little mudra, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And coming back to centre, you're going to release the leg carefully. So lifting it off, taking this one up. You might want a little windscreen wiper with the legs. Extending the legs out, finding the sitting bones. Left leg this time rises up. So either staying here or bringing it up and over. If that feels all right, lean over as you scoop the right leg back. So sort of fiddling about till you find your seat and then lengthen from the crown and then take that little twist to the left. So going to bring the gaze over the shoulder. Maybe you wrap the arm if you feel sturdy, safe and strong. And then going to come back to centre. You're going to release carefully again. So release the leg, then the other one, and then a little windscreen wiper. So we've got this core all fired up. We're going to do half headstand. So we're not going to, as I said, come into the full one. We're not going to make it scary. We're going to break it down. So the reasons for not coming into even half headstand would be any issues with the eyes, like glaucoma, migraines, toothache, high blood pressure, if you've got any neck issues, any sort of trauma to the upper body, then no, leave it out. And like we've done before, maybe put a little pillow underneath the lower back. We're not going to be coming up the full way, we're just going to be staying for maybe 5 or 10 breaths in an inversion. So we're going to come onto our knees if this feels good. If you know that you can come up to full headstand and that's in your practice, do so. But we're not aiming to go for that today. We're just doing our little steps in the process. So feet to the earth, hands are going to hold the biceps. And then we're going to bring, first of all, basically the top of the head is what's going to be on the earth. So if you take your index fingers in front of your ear, and if you sort of scoop them up until they meet the spot and then push down on this, just so it's like for your brain to remember which point is going to be touching the earth. So then we take our hands to our biceps. We're going to bring our elbows down directly in front of our knees. So a lot of people go like this. You need to try and bring it as close to the knees as possible. And then I want you to imagine your elbows are like screwed in to the earth, so like you've drilled them there and they're not going to move. You're then going to open the arms, so you've got like a blade here. Then the hands are going to join together, so you're still using those screwed elbows into the earth. The thumbs go to the sky. So if you look at your hands, it looks like a little cradle. And then if you see the pinky finger that's touching your yoga mat, I want you to tuck it in to the palm of the opposite hand. So now we want that point we touched on our head to touch the earth, and then the hand that's got that cradle position is going to cradle the head. So the thumbs are supporting the lower back. We're going to tuck our toes and we're just going to push up, so like in downward facing dog. You're then going to open your shoulders to stop the crunching. So some of you might want to walk the feet in a little bit more. You're going to stay here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your knees to the earth. Relax in your version of child's pose. And then just stretch the arms out. Take your right arm through the left into threading the needle. Your choice if you take that left arm behind the back. You're just going to stretch the opposite side, so push up with the left hand, sweep it through. Slowly rise your way up. And then you're just going to start now to take your Shavasana. So you get yourself ready. So if you've got a bolster for your knees if you wish. It's really good if you've got any belly aches or cramps. And then your blankets if you want to keep you warm. So I'm not going to come into Shavasana. I will sit in a meditation pose. And then I will talk you into Shavasana, and then do not worry because I will bring you back, especially if you have drifted off. So take in your last asana. So we've created a little bit of heat, a little bit of fire. Now we get to rest. So allow the body to just relax into your mat. So like it was your bed. Take a big inhale, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, let the shoulders kiss the earth. And then allow the arms and legs to really open so the heels can kiss the outside of your mat. And allow the hips to relax so that the little pinky toe starts to fall close to the earth. The shoulder blades are back and down. The arms are heavy. The palm of the hands might be facing the sky, maybe touching the earth to feel more grounded. And just see if you can soften all the muscles that are connecting to your yoga mat, to the earth. And then allow the parts that are facing the sky to open more. Allow the curves in your spine, the natural curves. Keeping the neck nice and long, a tuck in the chin, softness in your face, letting these eyes drop back, letting any last little thoughts go from the mind, and allowing the body these few moments to rest, to release and let go. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om, peace, peace, peace. So slowly, just starting to bring the body back. However, if you do wish to stay down, you do that. Otherwise, just starting to wiggle the fingers, the toes, windscreen wiper in the ankles. Maybe you do little wrist rotations. Maybe moving the head side to side. Maybe you take a big stretch like you did when you wake up in the morning. You might want to bend your knees, give yourself a little hug, a little squeeze. And then see if you can roll over to your side and just take a pause there. And then use the top hand to push to the earth to slowly rise back up. So we're taking our last seat like we began. Once you've rooted to the earth, try and grow tall to the sky, roll the shoulders back, offer the heart forward. Taking our hands into Namaskar Mudra. Maybe still feeling that heat that you've created. So we're going to end with our Om, the sound, the vibration of the universe, to unify, to join. Taking a big inhale. And just taking a little second to thank our bodies for our practice this evening, for showing up to our mats, to be our own teacher, to listen and learn from our bodies what they're capable of, giving them some love. And then bringing the thumbs to our lips, being grateful for our breath, trying to speak kind words as we go about each day. Bringing the thumbs to the third eye, being grateful for our minds and trying to think kind thoughts. And then we're just going to bring back that person that we dedicated our practice to. Send them this heat, this fire, this energy. Maybe see their little face in front of you. Taking a big inhale. And then a big exhale, just letting go of anything that does not serve you tonight. Trickle the thumbs back to the heart space. Bowing down to seal your yoga practice. And just blinking the eyes open, just coming back to your room, to your mat. Thank you guys for practicing this evening. If you do have any questions, feel free to get in touch with me through Instagram or through email. Have a nice evening. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Katie. Katie.